Your company is in a downturn. Budgets are tight, stress is high, and every department is tasked with cutting costs. Most people immediately think of slashing headcount or freezing projects. But here is a counterintuitive truth. Some of the biggest savings don't come from what you stop doing, they come from what you keep doing wrong. Hi, I'm Vincent Gressiker. Welcome to my channel, where I share insights to help you grow, optimize, and transform your business or your clients' businesses. With over 20 years of experience in management consulting and business advising, I've seen firsthand how small changes can lead to big results. And today we're diving into one of the easiest, most overlooked ways to save money: auditing your procure-to-pay process and auditing your spend. So the foundation comes first. What is procure-to-pay? Let's start with the basics. Procure-to-Pay, or P2P, is the process that covers everything from purchasing goods or services to paying suppliers. It's the lifeblood of your operations, connecting procurement with finance. Think of it as the supply chain's quieter sibling, the one who doesn't get much attention until something goes wrong. Here's the problem. Most companies assume that if invoices are paid on time, everything is fine. But that's like assuming your car is running perfectly just because it hasn't broken down. The truth, your procure-to-pay process is probably full of inefficiencies, and those inefficiencies are costing you money. In addition, a lot of things are not transparent to you, so you don't even know where the money that you're spending is going. And this is the next point. Spend is invisible. Here's another counterintuitive truth. The biggest problem with your spending isn't that it's too high, it's that you don't even know where it's going. Take this analogy. Imagine your company's budget is like a leaky bucket. You're pouring water, money, in at the top, but it's dripping out through tiny holes. Most businesses focus on pouring in more water, chasing revenue growth, without ever patching the holes. What are those holes? Unnecessary software licenses, duplicate supplier payments even, outdated contracts, and yes, that one department still paying for fax machine maintenance, possibly. So what is a pragmatic approach to auditing this? How do you find the leaks? You don't need a fancy software or a 6-month consulting project. You just need 3 things. First, accounts payable data. This is your treasure map. 2, conversations with departments. Yes, you'll have to talk to people. And here it's really important that people focus on what is going on and that they leave their ego at the door. 3, a pragmatic mindset. Focus on what's practical, not perfect. Let me give you an example. At one client, we audited their IT license spend. By simply reviewing their accounts payable data and asking department heads what licenses they actually used, we identified over €1 million in savings within a few weeks. 1 million. And the best part, these were costs they didn't even realize they were incurring because they were almost happening in such a small way that no one was paying attention. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds obvious. Why didn't they do this themselves? Well, because people are busy. No one's job title is Find Invisible Costs Manager. Also, I've noticed that with certain things that are being procured or paid for, people assume there must be a good reason why this money is being spent. Otherwise, why would this money be spent in the first place? But yes, this happens all the time. So the common mistakes and how to avoid them. So when auditing your P2P process and the spend that is taking place, there are 2 common mistakes. 1, focusing on the big wins only. Everyone wants to find the €1 million savings, but sometimes it's the smaller recurring costs that add up over time. 2, blaming people instead of processes. If your procurement and finance teams aren't aligned, it's not their fault. It's the system, and it's a leadership responsibility to align the goals here and align the working modes. Here's a quick analogy. Imagine you're running a relay race. If the baton gets dropped, you don't fire the runners, you fix the handoff. In the same way, optimizing P2P is about improving the handoff between procurement and finance. The most successful companies I've seen in this area have their departments of procurement and finance sometimes located physically next to each other on the same floor. Absolute game changer, fast interaction, close personal relationships, transparency over the entire processes and spend. So why this matters, if it's not already clear? Beyond cost savings. You might be thinking, sure, this saves money, but is it really that important? Let me tell you why it matters. Stronger supplier relationships at number one. When your P2P process is efficient, you pay suppliers on time and you can negotiate better terms. 2. Improved cash flow. Every euro saved is a euro you can invest in growth. It's that easy. 3. Career growth. If you're the one who identifies these savings, you're not just saving the company money, you're making yourself invaluable. There's another element. When you audit this process and you optimize it, you can be assured that what you negotiate with your suppliers actually results in real world savings. Otherwise, you can have something that is called maverick spend, where you have great contracts with suppliers, but the employees, because maybe they don't know how to do it otherwise, spend money with other suppliers. So bottom line, you lose money. Let me add a little humor here. If you can save your company €1 million, you've earned the right to print out that accounts payable report, frame it and hang it in your office. Number 6, practical steps. What can you do today? Here are 3 steps. 1. Run a vendor spend report. Look for duplicate payments, unused subscriptions, and outdated contracts. To find this out, talk to department heads and the people who run particular projects or software. Ask them what they actually use. You'll be surprised at how many costs can be cut with a simple conversation. Number 3, set cross-functional goals. Align procurement and finance teams with shared efficiency targets. And remember, the goal isn't to cut costs indiscriminately. It's to eliminate waste so you can focus your resources on what really matters. So there you have it, the power of auditing your procure-to-pay process. It's certainly not glamorous, but it's one of the most effective ways to save money and strengthen your business during tough times. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these insights. Check out my playlist for more strategies on business growth and efficiency. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.